Welcome to Trips Awakening. You connected with the truth, one within the universe, and universe is inside me. Greetings, Earthlings and my loved ones. It would be an honor if y'all would join me. I'm about to drop some heavy stuff so y'all would feel my ancient signals. Whenever you die, which to me there's no such thing as death, or you was basically programmed that you die. And they even created this illusion, this religion saying you're going to go to hell or heaven and you're basically being judged and all that, this crazy mess. These fictional characters that they got some of you earthlings on, even your younglings, got them programmed. So these negative forces created a lot of things. To me, when it comes to being dead or dying, basically you're leaving the emotional images that was created. That's what I think death is all about. It's like you're finding your higher self. You're getting in tune, and all the old things that you was programmed and taught, and you carry on certain names that, like I said before, there's no such thing as names and titles. So when you leave the fictional character and you step outside of that, to me, that's death. That's when things are dead. That's when you graduate on different levels and go through something better than this illusion. All right. So whenever your physical shut down, I think it's energy still inside of your physical, because you still, your basically your brain waves, they're still active, and of course, they're not going to tell you all that, but it's still active. What do they actually really do? How come y'all think that they created this system? Well, the negative forces, because I want to get out of that habit saying they. The negative forces created like a job system, and these different entities, they're running a corporation. There's no such thing as, colors. It's something totally different, that's running the corporations and the bank systems. They're not human at all. So that's another video. But I want to put this out there. How come y'all think they created jobs? Have y'all working from, 9 to 5 or 7 to 4 and this and that. Like certain energies come through this illusion to make certain individuals aware. For example, I will put this out there. Like 3, there are certain energies at 6 o'clock and midnight and 3 a.m. There are certain energies and stuff. And for some reason, they have y'all working where you can't receive certain energies. That's the reason why you see certain celebrities wearing 3s and 6s, and even they put it in movies, 6, 3, 11. Like I said, movies give subliminal messages. Just like the music, and I'm gonna do a video on that because I've been putting that off for the longest. Y'all really need to know. I'm gonna break it down about the music. Really break it down. I'm gonna take it to another level with that. But when it comes to that, there's certain energies where we already energy. Our energy is in this physical body. And it basically your energy travels. Like, you know, when you sleep, you learn more, you know, with your subconscious. That's the reason why they program y'all with emotional images and different other things and stuff to confuse you in your world. You know, you confuse your subconscious. Okay, so when it comes to that, you're traveling when you sleep. That's the reason why they created, because you learn more when you sleep. You get activated. You find out certain things. You move to different levels. Okay, so you know they won't tell y'all that. And well, the negative forces, you know, they won't do that at all. So when it comes to, like, you know, whenever, let me tell you all this, like, the people that runs the funeral home and certain negative forces, they are like Freemasons. You know, even the pastors of your church, they are Freemasons, the preachers, like, especially the ones with the big mega churches. See, they know what's really going on, and they basically, you know, everything is set up as a system. So your brain waves is active, and with that chip, because, you know, I did a video saying, you know, we're all chipped. They get a lot of information from that chip, and while you're here, they still, you know, they still get information from you. So, like, when you become aware and get in tune, you can shut down certain things. You can start controlling your energy. You can basically learn more and stuff like that. You know, you can break the spells, because it doesn't matter if you are chipped. You can shut down them chips. And then when you leave, your energy travel, it's up to you. You know, they basically got you thinking like death can come out of nowhere, but when you're really in tune, you know when it's time for your energy to leave this illusion. And, you know, and they do certain parts, do certain things with your organs. And your organs are basically your generation. And that's where they confuse it. Some of them, you know how to transfer their conscious into certain bodies or something totally different. You know, some of these, like, for example, like some of these celebrities, y'all think they're dead. They're not really dead. They tell you some of them died and went to another level, like on a negative level, but they know how to use their energy and transfer their energy into other things. You know, like, there's other worlds out here, you know, like other worlds, other dimensions and stuff like that. Like, you know, certain ones that some of y'all like, oh, I'm glad this certain individual dead or something, that's, you know, and some of them not really dead. I'm talking about like celebrities, politicians, these negative forces and stuff like that. You know, like everything is staged and set up. So, you know, they use y'all's energy. And you know, that's the reason why they sell body parts and, you know, get inside of certain some of y'all earthlings carry certain bloodlines, and they don't want certain bloodlines to advance. You get what I'm saying? So that's the reason why. And this, I'm doing this on a spiritual level. I feel like they get the chip and wipe out certain memories and trick y'all to have y'all to come back here so they can use your energy and stuff, so they can sell your energy and your body parts to other worlds. You know, like I said, it's an underground mess going on. You know, certain parts of you, your DNA is in other worlds, and you basically gotta, you know, connect with that. Like, and that's another video. I ain't get ready to get really deep into that, because that's another video as well. But you know, like, when you feel like certain sharp pains and stuff, like, for example, like, if you feel pain in your foot, like feel like somebody stabbing you in your foot, or you feel something burning, or you smell something, you sense something, you just out of nowhere, you be like, oh, I could taste, like, you know, some juice or something. I'm using that for example, some juice. Just out of nowhere, you can just actually taste it. That's another part of you, because certain negative forces, and then you got positive. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't the negative that's doing certain things with your DNA. You got positive energy doing certain other things with your DNA and other worlds, you know, and certain parts of you advancing and you connecting to something positive. It's not always like something negative, all right? You know, because you got certain individuals work with these negative forces, but they got positive energy, and, you know, they basically, the positive energy is basically making y'all aware on certain levels. You know, like, you gotta, what's the old saying? You gotta keep your enemies closer. Basically, it's that type of thing. All right. So, you know, like, you give your energy to a lot of things, not just the society groups. It could be your relatives. It could be anything. You got to be careful where you give your energy to. You know, like, you know, our energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, where does your energy travel through whenever you leave the illusion? You know, like, y'all take on these emotional images. You basically program that inside you. You're inside this cube, and whenever your energy leaves your physical body, certain things follow you to other worlds, and there's a reason why they do that, because they don't want certain bloodlines to have the advantage, and they can't really stop that. But they cause confusion. They wipe out certain memories and stuff like that. When you know, that's the reason why you have, like I said, the preachers and, you know, the judges and all of them. Majority of them are in society groups. They're Freemasons and other groups like the Zionist Jews, and I can keep naming a lot, you know, but I ain't getting ready to get into all of that. But y'all get what I'm saying. So, whenever the Freemason preacher pray, you know, over your physical, they basically casting a spell, because the books of spells, they reading out of that book. You don't know what's behind certain numbers. Like I said, where sounds and vibration. You know, yes, we was programmed to speak this language, but you got to learn and feel and sense certain things. So when it comes to that, like, certain things will follow you. That's the reason why you can control your destiny. You can control whenever you're going to leave out, or not, unless some negative force try to, like, take you out, or some negative things like come around you and take you out. But you can control that. You know, like, you know, once you get in tune and stuff, you should be able to sense and feel when, like, you know, danger is getting ready to come around and stuff like that. You should be able to feel that, and you should decide where to go when you get ready to go out. You know, and that's how I feel. Like, whenever my energy wants to leave this physical body, I'm taking the physical with me. You know, and like some people, you know, basically commit suicide, and there's a reason why they do that. You know, like, some of y'all judge them, but there's a reason why they do that. You know, like, some of y'all like, oh, they taking an easy way out and stuff. They some connected to certain things and stuff like that, and some others out there, you know, get tricked into doing that too. You got some negative and positive, so they can trick them to come back to, like, a certain level, but certain ones don't want certain bloodlines to get certain information. You know, so this stuff is, like, I told you I was going to drop some heavy stuff. This stuff is heavy, it's deep. You know, and like I said, I'm doing this on so many different levels. Y'all feeling my signals. All right. So when it comes to the emotional images, that's the reason why they create it. It's all around you, not just this on this cube, because a lot of people take that in. They take on different types of entities, and when they take on different types of entities, some of these entities are negative. Certain things get inside the vessel. You know, it could be positive or negative. But it's up to you to control your energy. You know, control your subconscious. A lot of things is backwards, and like certain, like, let me tell y'all something. I haven't ever heard nobody in my world, my subconscious, mention any names. I'm always seeing numbers and stuff like that. That's the reason why I said there's no such thing as names and stuff. You was programmed that. You know, so I just want to share that with y'all. Y'all stay tuned. What? Did somebody say something?